8 of Science of Getting Rich. I'm a little behind, but other priorities took over. But here we go. Chapter 8 is about thinking in a certain way. I hope I'm live because I can't tell. Sorry, I cannot tell. Well, if I'm not, I'll have to do it over. All right. So in chapter 8, it just now did. Oh, good grief. Okay, chapter 8 in the Science of Getting Rich. This chapter is about thinking in a certain way. Okay, and if you recall back a couple of chapters ago with the guy, that was thinking of his home and what he could use, just to make it better, and within those thoughts, he actually created it. And then he was a little upset with himself that he didn't create more. This is just such a cool book, and I am getting so many little nuggets out of this. Not even little nuggets, quite large nuggets on some spots for sure. But when they're talking about thinking in a certain way, they're talking in terms as if whatever it is that you desire or you want desperately, you need to be very specific about it. It's not enough to just want to be rich. You have, because everybody wants that. You have to be more specific. You have to put your senses into it. Kind of like you can see exactly what's going on. You know the person that you are with. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're seeing, what you're smelling, what you're feeling. All these emotions need to come into full detail. I hope that makes sense. It's not good enough to think that I want to travel. I mean, everybody wants to do that. So you need to be more specific. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do when you get there? Who do you want to go with? All these little details is going to make your vision that much clearer over and over again. Keep that at the forefront of your mind. If you think back like when you were a kid, and see, this gets robbed of us because of everything else that people are putting into our heads. But do you remember having an imaginary friend? They always had to sit next to you. You ate together, you slept together, you bathed together, and if your brother comes and sits on your imaginary friend, then you get really upset. And wasn't it funny? They would always play the game that you wanted to play, which is kind of cool. So there was never any battles there. Or how about like when you were going to get your driver's license for the first time? Think about how that made you feel. The excitement, the vulnerability, just the anxiousness of it. And what about, the first time you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a lover? Do you remember that anticipation before you went to see this person? I mean, that's in how much detail you have to be envisioning this, and you have to think about it all the time. You have to think about it all the time, and if somebody else is saying something different, just tune it out. This is your imagination, this is your dream, not anybody else's. So you make it precise to you. It's just like planning a vacation. I mean, you just get so excited where we're going to go, So keep those keep those thoughts at the forefront of your mind all the time, not just when you pray. When you're praying, you don't need to be repetitive about this. You need to be repetitive with keeping it in here and smiling about it like it's already happened. Feel that. So this is thinking in a certain way. And in order to get rich, when you're thinking in these certain ways, you want to think where you can't be selfish about this, because wherever you're going, however you're growing, you want to take people with you. You don't want to leave them behind. How much fun would that be? Go on vacation alone. Well, sometimes it might be okay, but in the most part, when you are envisioning what you want out of life, there is always others with you. That's what I mean by detail. You know, it just, the more you do that, the more set your vision is. Doesn't mean that that may not change over time, but that vision is set there, and I'm telling you, you will succeed. So if you get any value out of this, I do have a free copy of this book in To Be Determined. And if you would like that, just let me know. I would love to share it with you. And that's all I got today. And I'm hoping Saturday to do chapter 9. I'm getting down. There's only 15 chapters. So I'm getting down, and then I've got a whole new thing that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to challenge myself to do it every single day. So wish me luck. And I hope you view in. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night.